Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel for another weekly Mounjaro update. Y'all, this is the third or fourth time that I'm starting this recording because you guys know that I usually have my notebook and I have a plan, and I did not do that this week just because we had basketball tournaments yesterday and I didn't have a ton of time to sit down and plan out this video. So I'm winging it, and let me tell y'all, I've had to restart like 4 times because I just am not on one trail of thought. So hopefully this one goes a lot better. With that being said, the first thing that I want to say in this video, just so that nobody misses the opportunity, is that if you have not entered the cash giveaway yet, you have about an hour from the time this video goes live to do so. You need to go back to last week's weekly Mounjaro update. It literally says Christmas cash giveaway in the title of the video. Watch that video to learn how to enter, and enter in the comment section on that video. You can win a $100 cash prize or a $50 cash prize. I'm picking 2 winners. Again, you have about an hour. Any comment that I receive after 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time will not be counted in the giveaway, because that's sort of the time that I said in the beginning that I was gonna do the cutoff. And then the winners will be contacted from my Instagram account, which is Brittany_Rose_31. Don't answer any DMs that come from any other Instagram email because they're fake. So if you get a DM from that Instagram account, that is me, and that would mean that you are one of the winners. I will contact you before the end of this evening, and I will also make a community post announcing the winners here. So you have about an hour. Go and enter the giveaway if you have not done so yet. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right on into the weekly update. So I've actually had a lot of things going on in my mind this week. I have been introduced to a lot of different things and different research and different statistical studies and different things in terms of GLP-1 weight loss this week. The biggest one that I think my attention was drawn in the Facebook group, the community Facebook group that's always linked down below, to Dr. Jones. And I have been sort of binging a lot of his content to kind of get what his gist is. And the biggest help that I received through that was a interview with him that the T on GLP or something, that's her channel name. She did an interview with him where she sat down and asked him all types of questions, and he really went into depth on what his sort of whole theory is. So if you want to watch that, it's long. It's over an hour long. I listened to it in the car when I had a car ride yesterday to the basketball tournaments. But he has a lot of good thoughts. He has some that I don't necessarily agree with, but he did bring up some really good points about microdosing and about being on the lowest dose possible and all of those things. And I think it really kickstarted my mind to reevaluate stopping at 40 units. Because one point that he really brings up is that increased dosages does not necessarily mean increased weight loss or increased food noise. It's different per person, right? And he really drives finding the dose that's right for you and not following the dosage that everybody else is taking, or the dosage that, you know, your friend down the street is taking, and you think you need that high of a dose too to lose the weight that she's losing, because that's not necessarily true. You could lose the same amount of weight on 2.5 milligrams as 10 other people are losing on 10 milligrams. And that's really one of the points that really stuck with me that I was listening to. So I think I'm actually going to test the waters a bit more and start decreasing my dose even more. And I would like to know your guys' thoughts on that as well. I would say that the dosage that I lost the most amount of weight on was 7.5 for me personally. I want to know your thoughts on that as well. So if you have found that there's one dose that you lost the most amount of weight on, or that you felt the best on, like you had the least amount of side effects on, drop it down below so that we can kind of get, you know, I think that if we have a lot of like real person data and not necessarily just like surmount study data, that we can get a better grasp of things, because like people in the study are like controlled and monitored and all of that. Like, we're real people down here. So drop down below like your specific best dose, I guess I should say. So yeah, I didn't decrease on Thursday because I hadn't watched that video yet. So I was still at 40 units on Thursday, but I do find that I'm still having pretty good appetite suppression, pretty good food noise suppression. And so I'm gonna decrease again. I'm gonna see if I can keep going down and see how low can you go? You know, like, what's that game? What's that game called where you go into the bar? How low can you go? What is that game called? Y'all, sometimes my brain just like doesn't work the way that it's supposed to work. I swear. I'm losing it. I can't think of the name of that game. Okay, so with all that being said, with that little ramble there, can't think of the name of that game, but I'm sure one of you will let me know down below. But with all that being said, my weight this week stayed steady. I was 163.6 pounds, which is what I've been for the past like 3 or 4 weeks now at this point. I've been like 163 point something for the last several weeks. So I do think that 40 was getting down to this point is great, but I don't necessarily think that I need to stop there, which is kind of what I was saying. So I'm gonna test the waters, see how low I can go and still get the effect that I need to be able to maintain my weight loss and be able to maintain my hormonal balance. Because that's really what this is all about, is being hormonally balanced, right? So yeah, there's that little update. I'm gonna delve pretty deep into Dr. Jones and probably do a full video on that because there's a lot of information that he shares. Like I said, some of it that's great and some of it that I'm kind of like, you're kind of contradicting yourself, dude. So yeah, we're gonna talk about all of that. But that is one thing that I really did glean from him is that, you know, some people don't need nearly as much, especially like hyper responders like me, don't need to ever increase in dose or, you know, whatever, and they'll still lose the same amount of weight as they would on 10 milligrams with a lot less side effects. So with that being said, I want to know how you guys, I want to offer today some hope and encouragement in the comment section on how we are getting through the holiday season. There's so much temptation right now, you know, and I know that Mounjaro or Ozempic or Wegovy or whatever you're on is really good for helping us control the temptation, but I still think that this time of year presents the difficulties of having to choose things that we like and things that we really want to invest our time and our calories into and things that we maybe don't need to. So I want to know how you guys are handling those situations. Are you giving in or not giving in, but are you allowing yourself to have, you know, the chocolate truffle or the Christmas cookie or whatever it may be? Are you allowing it? Are you saying, no, I'm not going to have that at all? Let me know what you're doing below, and maybe that can offer some encouragement and some insight to everybody else. For me personally, I'm allowing myself, but you guys know I've said before that that's what I've always done. That's what I believe in. Like, life is meant for living and the truffle is meant for eating at Christmas time. So I have been allowing myself to have a treat, but not every day, right? Like, if there's a specific situation, if we're going to a specific event or whatever, I'm going to eat what I wish to eat at that thing. But that doesn't mean in my mind that it has to carry through to all the other days of December. Like, you can enjoy the foods that you like when they're appropriate to enjoy. And that's kind of the outtake that I get from it that I'm allowing to myself. He's nudging at my head when I stop petting him. Okay, so the title of the video said, we are adding to the family, and that is exactly what we are doing, my friends, and I'm going to tell you all about that right now. So after 2 years on a GLP-1 medication, I have finally gotten my husband, Chris, on board with joining me on this journey. Now, Chris is somebody, he's obviously at work right now, so he's gonna pop up in videos, but not this one, but he is somebody that never struggled with his weight until he was in his like 30s, I would say. And then he, you know, kept eating the same way he had always eaten his whole life, and he ended up gaining like 30 pounds. And for the past like 2 years, he's kind of been in the camp like, I don't need the Mounjaro, I can do this myself. But he hasn't done it himself. But he keeps saying it like, I got this. I just need to stop eating sweets. Like, if you'd stop buying the sweets, I'd stop eating the sweets, and I would lose weight. And that just hasn't happened. despite his efforts, he goes running and, you know, all of the things, his metabolism just slowed. He's 40 and he cannot lose weight and hold it off the same way that he used to be able to. So he 2 weeks ago came to me and said, I think I want to try tirzepatide. I think I want to try Mounjaro. So we you know, ordered him some. I actually have, you know, extra obviously right now. So I gave him some that day before his shipment came so that he could go ahead and get started. And he now has taken 2 shots. His first week, he actually lost like 3.5, 4 pounds. He did that first weigh-in yesterday on Sunday morning and then took his second shot yesterday. Now I've kind of been tracking like what his side effects are. Let me know it down below if you think it would be a good idea to have him like come on here and explain to you guys what his symptoms he's been on the 2.5 milligram dosage, what his side effects and how he's been feeling are. The one thing that he keeps saying to me is back pain, which you guys know that I actually had a lot of in the beginning. The first like day or 2 after my shot, my back would hurt. And that's the number one thing that he has complained about since starting. In fact, this morning when I talked to him on the phone, he said, I forgot to take an Aleve last night. I woke up in the middle of the night with my back hurting again, and it didn't even register that it was the medicine. Like I should have remembered, but he didn't. So I found that interesting because I also had that, but I think it's going to be really cool here on my channel to see how a man responds, since I have been kind of going at this obviously from the female perspective the last 2 years. Now we're going to have a male's perspective. So I'm really excited to share his journey with you guys. Yeah, so let me know down below if you want him to come on here and answer some questions. If you have any questions for him, let me know down below. He, as of now, like that first week, he didn't really like go head first into changing his eating habits. I think he just kind of wanted to see how he felt the first week, but he did eat significantly less. And I personally noticed that the sweets that are in our house did not dwindle nearly as fast. Like they would be gone. And one thing that's like a telltale sign is I made the Christmas tree cake truffles over a week and a half ago now at this point, and we still have some in the fridge, and that never would have happened before. He would have been eating 3 or 4 of them every single day. So I think that it's working for sure. And I think that he might be a good responder like I am, but again, I think it'll be interesting to see it from a male's perspective. So all the things to drop down below today. How are you handling the holidays? If you're interested in hearing more about microdosing, what you want to know from Chris, drop it all down below. And of course, how you are moving your body today and every day. It is pouring rain here today. I was going to go out for my walk this morning, but I think I'll have to do it while my daughter is at swim practice this evening. I think I'll have to do it then. So yeah, that's kind of my update for today. I know that was a lot of information and I hope it's focused because again, I did not have my notebook that I usually have, but stay tuned for some more informational videos coming your way this week. Maybe we will have Chris on here for a little bit of a Q&A, a little bit of, you know, me interviewing him, giving him all the questions that I know you guys probably want to know the answers to. So stay tuned for all of that. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to go enter the giveaway and don't forget to go join the Facebook group. Links for everything, Orderly Meds, Facebook group, Amazon list with like supplies you need, alcohol swabs, wipes, all the things are down below. So check out the description box and I will see you guys tomorrow on Tuesday, and stay tuned for a giveaway winner announcement later this evening. Have a great Monday, guys. Have a great start to your week. We are almost at Christmas. This is like, I actually got to go shopping for stockings when I'm done with this video because this is the last day that I'm going to have time to do it before all of my kids are home and I can't do it anymore. So let me stop rambling, get to Five Below and do some stocking shopping, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day, guys. Bye.